Okay, so it seems like we have another situation going on with another VTuber group, and essentially this is a very similar situation to what we've seen a couple of weeks ago with VShojo. Now, it's not as to the bigger scale as VShojo was, but it's something to do with mismanagement and a lot, well, I say a lot of the VTubers. There wasn't very many VTubers in the group to begin with, but most of the VTubers have now left, and it seems like this is a agency that might be going down. Obviously, this is Team VyVid. It's a VTuber group that debuted back in May 2024. So again, it hasn't even been going on for only like, what, a year now, which is pretty insane. So they have barely lasted that long. Now, obviously, you know, we don't know if they're still going to continue. They might still continue after this. But essentially, there was a kind of announcement put out by Eva Ananova. And essentially, they put out a statement saying that they're going to be leaving VyVid. And obviously, she has also only been around for about a year. And they say, thank you for your continued support of Eva Ananova CH. Effectively, immediately, I will be leaving VyVid. First, I want to say I'm so grateful for the opportunity I was given to be a part of VyVid. I met so many amazing people, Novabytes, and learned so much. Thank you to my talent manager, who's always gone above and beyond and been so supportive. It's been a bumpy ride, but I don't regret anything at all. They say when I first joined VyVid, it was supposed to be something completely different than what it turned out to be. I fought a battle with myself whether to forfeit everything I worked so hard for or push through. I decided to stay because this was the last attempt I would give to become a VTuber. They say things got rough a while after the debut. There was a lack of communication, delays in editor and also talent payment, project delays and merchandise delays. I tried my best to understand life gets in the way and be empathetic, but I felt very stuck and held back, which is a large part in why I decided to leave. I'm excited to continue as Eva Ananova and retain my intellectual property. I wish things went according to plan, but sometimes life throws challenges and you got to figure out how to overcome them. Let's close this chapter and start an even more exciting one. So obviously, yeah, as you can see there, that is a full kind of announcement that they will be leaving the group. Now, obviously, it's great that they've managed to hold on to that IP. Now, I don't know if they've managed to get that for free or if they had to actually pay for it. We don't really know. Obviously, that would be nice if we get some kind of clarification from Eva. But obviously, yeah, it's very, very sad. And it's, you know, another situation where a company has mishandled some of their VTubers. Now, I wouldn't say this is as bad as the VShojo stuff. Obviously, there's a lot more manipulation and stuff going on in the background in that case. But this was definitely just a case of a company that just wasn't very well run. Or I say a group that wasn't very well run. To the point where it was just one of those where it was more beneficial to leave it than to stay in it. And, you know, it just got kind of to the point where they were just like, okay, I just don't really want to be a part of this anymore because, you know, they were holding back like merch, they're holding back payments, and obviously it can be quite rough, and, you know, they probably just got fed up of it. But also after that, another person called Bunana, who also was a part of VyVid, has also actually released their own thing, you know, talking about their affiliation with VyVid. They say, thank you for everything. They say, thank you so much for your continued support of Bunana Ch. They say, this is a notice to inform you that effective immediately, I am no longer affiliated with VyVid. My time there came to its fair share of rough patches, especially at the start. I was uncertain whether to carry my debut under VyVid or not, but I couldn't bring myself to part with my IP, a design I carried over from my previous channel. Despite this, looking back, I would make the same choices, as there were many moments I'm grateful for, especially meeting all of you, my supportive talent manager, and friends I always hold dear. Throughout the journey, I was met with communication challenges and often operated independently, managing many aspects on my own, just as I did before the agency. This experience has only strengthened my commitment and excitement to continue creating as an independent VTuber, with full ownership of my IP after fulfilling all contractual obligations. I understand this news may come as a surprise to some of you, and for that I'm truly sorry. While I hope for a better ending, I'll carry the lessons I've learned with me, keeping best interests in mind. I'm excited to continue creating and growing together with you. So obviously, yeah, a very similar kind of, you know, statement there from Bunana as well. And obviously, it kind of gives you a little bit of a in-depth look at to what problems they had with this VTuber agency or VTuber group, whatever you want to call it. And I think it is just the fact that they weren't very just present. They weren't very, you know, they weren't very helpful, at least according to Bunana here. They, you know, had to do a lot of stuff on their own, almost like they were just an indie VTuber. Obviously, they did, you know, both of them did thank their talent managers. I don't know if they were assigned from VyVid or if they were a separate talent manager or whatever. I'm not sure, but again, obviously they do praise them, and they'd say that they had a good time there. But obviously it's just disappointing that they didn't get the support that they needed, that usually a VTuber group / agency should really give you. You know, whenever you join one of those, the main reason why you join it is due to the benefits that they can offer you, not, you know, just for you to be part of some silly group where essentially you just do the same stuff as an indie and just have a name attached to your name, which obviously isn't what they wanted. And, you know, it's good that they've chosen to get out, because again, I think they can definitely make it even further as, you know, indie VTubers or whatever they plan to do in the future. Obviously, I know Bunana plans to do indie and keep in their IP, and I hope that both of them, you know, didn't have to pay for their IP. I'm not sure. Obviously, again, it'd be nice if they could disclose that. Maybe they can't due to like legal or whatever reasons. So again, obviously, people have been talking about this over on Kurosanji as well, saying, looks like another small VTuber group, VyVid, is collapsing due to poor management. They say, so now 2 of the 3 members of VyVid, Eva and Bunana, have left VyVid. And yeah, obviously this is very important as well to add to this, is there was only 3 members. So obviously you had The Fish, you had Bunana and Eva. So obviously Eva and Bunana have left, and The Fish is the only one who hasn't left, but they've been on hiatus since about last July for school. So again, obviously I don't know if they're going to be making a statement soon. But again, you know, they pretty much got no active members at the moment. So it's going to be interesting to see if VyVid actually respond to this and maybe, you know, talk about whether they are going to be just giving up or if they're going to be finding new members, because obviously it's pretty rough that they only had 3 members at the start anyways, because again, usually groups should have gone a little bit bigger, you know, in the first kind of year, but, you know, they stuck with 3 members, you'd say. And both mentioned having had poor issues of communication and management overall, although praised for their direct talent manager, and have separated from the group effective immediately. The 3rd member, The Fish, seems to be on hiatus due to studies since last year, along with the Twitter account for the group not retweeting or posting since last year, which obviously was also a pretty big red flag that I saw as well. Obviously that kind of backs up the point of them not really being present and not really being that involved in what they're doing. If you're kind of running a company or like an agency like this, then obviously you have to, you know, be constantly interacting with what your talent are doing and promoting things and trying to do cool things, but that just obviously didn't happen. And yeah, they kind of just gave up after a couple of months of you know, promoting the stuff on Twitter. So again, even if you search stuff up about VyVid over on Google, the only things that come up are like posts like this, which to talk about the situation which is going on of them like shutting down. So again, they didn't really have much presence either, which obviously is pretty disappointing for these VTubers. You know, they're saying they lasted a little more than a year with only 3 talents. That was already a bad sign. At least the talents are keeping their IP, but I doubt that is for free. Damn, that sucks. Eva and Bun got sandbagged by management, but luckily got to keep their IPs. Also, management took 71%, but didn't do much and even ghosted Eva on some things. That's very crazy. You know, can someone explain to me why VTuber company bubbles seem to be bursting? Obviously, I don't know, you know, why that is, but again, it's just something that is happening at the moment. But again, it's a very interesting one, and a lot of people have been voicing their concerns about this, and I just kind of wanted to cover it because I thought it was a very interesting situation that has kind of dropped, and I just wanted, you know, I saw this literally in bed, and I was like, oh damn, you know, this is some pretty big news, because obviously we've had a situation like this with VShojo. And obviously VShojo turned out very, very bad, so I'm glad it didn't get into that kind of territory of things, because I think it could be even worse. Now obviously it sucks that there was delays in payments. Now neither of them said they weren't paid, which obviously is a bonus, I guess. Well, I say a bonus, but you get what I mean. It's not as bad as that situation, I'd say, but obviously payment delays can still heavily affect a lot of VTubers and talents, because obviously, you know, you need money for stuff, you need money for bills or whatever, and obviously delaying those payments can kind of, you know, frustrate that and kind of cause a lot of stress and things too. So again, I can definitely see why that is very frustrating for them, and hopefully as an indie they can have more control over their money and kind of what they do. And yeah, obviously it just seems like it's a good move for them in, you know, kind of total. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. Go and support these people. Obviously is Eva I keep saying it wrong, Eva Ananova, and also Bunana Ch. Again, they are looking to go India, I think, and obviously just move on from this group, which obviously is great to see. So yeah, if you guys did enjoy it, don't forget to like, subscribe, go to Game Subs, use my code Kazza, get 10% off. Again, they got a ton of really cool stuff. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. That's all. See ya.